Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
You know, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's a devil and gets scared.
Stop the prime time, bitch!
Gail's not here!
I'm not interrupting anything, am I? You three look deep in thought.
I said talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire!
You stupid bitch! You filthy slut!
One ugly motherfucker.
Yeah.
You live alone out here? Nope. Where is my sister? Riley.
Welcome back to year 2 of Nerd Nation's Halloween Spectacular. Tonight we're going to be talking about a new release, one that's very special to me, Shelby Oaks. This is of course YouTuber Chris Stuckmann's first directorial feature. Getting this out of the way, I am a bit biased towards this film. I don't know Chris Stuckmann personally, but honestly he's been such a huge inspiration to me. In fact, his channel and videos are the reason I'm talking to you right now. His videos made me realize, okay, so there are people out there like me that like talking about movies. And so I decided I'd start Nerd Nation. And then not even a month into making videos on here, Chris announced Shelby Oaks, which was super awesome and inspiring to see. Ever since I was 10 years old, I've wanted to be a filmmaker, so to see another YouTuber get his film off the ground was really inspiring. However, I want to be fair to my audience and give my honest thoughts on this movie. Shelby Oaks isn't perfect. I'm not going to act like this is some horror masterpiece. However, I do think it's a very strong directorial debut from Chris Stuckmann. I've seen it twice now, and both times I really did enjoy it. Let's start with the negatives, because I do really want to praise what I liked about this movie. But I also want to be fair to my audience and not just talk about the positives in here. To me, the biggest issue I have with this movie is the writing. It's not awful. It's certainly not the worst horror script I've seen all year, but I do think it's a bit messy. Our main character, Mia, does make a lot of dumb decisions in this movie. I get that you have to have dumb character decisions in a horror movie. That's literally how you have the movie. But the amount of dumb decisions in here was pretty distracting. I also think the dialogue in here wasn't the best. Not all of it is awful, but a lot of the more exposition-heavy scenes felt a little too calculated. Sometimes it felt like Chris really wanted you to understand everything about these characters and their backstory, and sometimes it just came off as him writing a YouTube script for one of his videos. And as such, it just comes off as unnatural, and like something a real person wouldn't be saying.
When Riley was 9, maybe 10, she was having a rough week. Every single night she was screaming, crying. So one night I decided I'd sleep in the room with her. I thought it might help. And it did. She slept through the whole night, but I didn't.
I also think the movie's runtime is a bit of an issue. Could be wrong, but without credits, I think this movie is only around like 80 minutes long. And I get that that's likely due to budget restraints, but considering all the things this movie's trying to do, it feels rushed at times, and as such, the mystery just doesn't feel as rewarding by the end. However, that's about where my issues with Shelby Oaks ends. I think this movie has a lot of great stuff going for it. The best part about it is by far the directing. Chris Stuckmann does have an eye for filmmaking, and it's really apparent here. His movie has a great sense of atmosphere that makes it feel more expensive than it really is. The movie is also beautifully shot. It looks really dark and grim the whole time, and it really adds to the horror and dread of the movie. Plus, I think Chris does a lot of cool things with the camera, such as wide shots, panning shots, and some really cool close-ups. I also think the movie is genuinely scary and a strong contender for the scariest movie of the year. The mystery of the paranormal paranoids and their disappearance is really creepy, and the more you find out about it, the scarier the movie gets. The found footage parts are definitely the scariest of the entire film. Chris shoots them in a really claustrophobic and intense way. You feel like you're with these characters in the tapes and there's no escape from this nightmare. Overall, I thought this movie was really scary, and a lot of scares have stuck with me since I first saw it. A lot has been said about the ending. Most people don't seem to like it, but I'm the complete opposite. I actually really like the ending. I think it makes the movie scarier, and it recontextualizes everything you just saw. The road getting there is a bit rocky, but on my second watch, I did feel like it flowed a bit better. Overall, Shelby Oaks is a really solid directorial debut from Chris Stuckmann. The writing is a bit weak at times, but the great directing, creepy ending, and very scary story make this one of, if not the scariest movie of the entire year. And I really look forward to seeing what Chris Stuckmann does next. I'm going to give Shelby Oaks an 8 out of 10. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Tonight and tomorrow I'll have a few more reviews out to end the spooktacular, so make sure you stay tuned for those. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.